Today I thought I would visit an old friend, but then I remembered I was in the middle of making a video, so I did that instead. In today's Ape Goes video, the Ak-12. More stats that I probably don't care about, more editing to try and make me look good, and thoughts on a gun most of you probably don't care about. The Ak-12, you've probably already used it or done your best to avoid it by instantly switching to the first unlock you could get while being forced to use this one. Some of you, I guess, might not have even bothered to use it if you only play one class, and I guess that's likely. So I guess the question is, why am I doing a video on a gun that's rarely used and probably cared even less about? Well, quite simply, I need the money, man. No, seriously, I made a whole 78 pence from YouTube last month, so it ain't for the money. So what is it for? And the actual reason is quite simply, I found this one to be pretty unloved by so many people, and you know, so few people use it. They really do just play with it, unlock the next gun and move on. And just like so many other FPS games, the first gun you get is a serious contender. The reason, I guess, is obvious. Developers want you to be able to compete with those that have been playing the game for a long time and ranked up quite a lot. So they give you a decent gun to start with, and the Ak-12 is actually a decent gun. So let's take a look at some of those stats we're all fond of, shall we? Well, some of us are fond of. All I care about is how it feels and if I can use it. But anyway, engaging don't have a clue what I'm talking about mode, but I'll pretend I do anyway. The Ak-12 has a max damage of 25 and a minimum of 18 drop-off starts at 8 meters and ends at 55 meters. It has a fire rate of 650 rounds per minute in full auto and 750 rounds per minute in burst fire. It carries a 31 round magazine and reload takes 3 seconds. If the mag isn't empty, then it's only 2.05 seconds. Its recoil is 0.3 up and 0.15 to the left, 0.1 to the right, and with a first shot multiplier of 2.1. Now, as you can see, there are lots more stats to go over, but realistically, as I already said, I don't care about stats so much as how the gun feels. How quickly can I kill someone with it, and how easy is it for me to use? If you do want stats though, feel free to head over to simthic.com, you'll find loads. So what can I tell you about the Ak-12? Well, for me, this is a pretty good gun. It doesn't have the stopping power up close of some of the other assault rifles, but its recoil is fairly easy to control, and it does feel as if you can kill people relatively quickly. Personally, I used this gun until I locked everything. When Battlefield 4 first came out, I didn't touch another gun until I'd done it all, including all battle packs. I wanted to get to know the gun mechanics of the game before I started switching classes and so on. So I feel I know the weapon pretty well by now, and it's definitely not one to be overlooked. Sure, it's no Ace 23 or AEK, but that doesn't make it any less a contender. When it comes to go-to guns, of course, there are some go-to guns in Battlefield 4, and these days I feel that crown belongs to the LMGs. What do you think? So what else can I tell you about this underestimated little beast? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I actually bothered to do some research on this one. The Kalashnikov Ak-12, formerly known as the AK-2000, is the newest derivative of the Soviet-Russian AK-47 series assault rifle, and it was proposed for general issue to the Russian army sometime in late September 2013. However, the Ak-12 was passed over by the Russian military, apparently because the government commanders believed they already had so many AK-47s stockpiled that they just didn't need a new rifle. So because of that, it's still being tested and adopted by some law enforcement agencies, but not used by the military as such. Okay, I think that's enough of that. Unless you want more, by all means let me know. Anyway, for me, that's enough. I nearly fell asleep. Nah, I'm just kidding. I actually found the whole thing really interesting, which is why I bothered to include it at all. And if you did too, then please do leave a rating or a comment, or even both, and I will be eternally in your debt. As always, thank you for watching. This is me, ShavedApe, saying I will see you later.